Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Middleware Technologies. Today we are going to look at how we can create OpenLDAP configuration database and directory tree in offline mode. So here in this article, we are going to use slapadd utility, that is slapadd, in order to create our LDAP server configuration database and directory tree in offline mode. So I'm currently working on Ubuntu 22.04 operating system. So before going into the hands-on activity, let us try to understand what is offline mode and what are the benefits of it. So creating LDAP database in offline mode. Basically, we use this method whenever we want to load a huge amount of entries into the LDAP directory tree, wherein it will take a lot of time if we are going to use a utility like a client utility like LDAP add or LDAP modify, which connects to the LDAP server on the LDAP protocol. So basically, the offline mode utilities, which are slapadd utilities, let's say slapadd, it works directly on the configuration database files and location on the server, rather than connecting to the LDAP server on a LDAP protocol. So that is the main benefit that we can say of using the offline mode in order to manage your database in the LDAP server. The other method, which is the online mode, as I said, it uses the client utilities like LDAP add or LDAP modify, which connects to the LDAP server on the LDAP using the LDAP protocol, and manages the LDAP database using the LDAP add, LDAP modify, LDAP delete, that kind of utilities. So that is the main difference between the offline mode and the online mode, and the benefit that we get with the offline mode. But we need to make note of one point: the offline mode is not supported by all the database types. So here, we are going to use the MDB database, which is supported by the offline mode. So we are going to use that database type. But just to make a note, not all database types are supporting this type of activity. So let us now go into the procedure of the hands-on activity, wherein we will see how we can load our configuration database and the LDAP directory tree in the offline mode. So as the first step, we are going to create the configuration database offline. So for that, we need to have the configuration database ready in the LDAP format. So I have this sample configuration database, which I will show you. This is basically the default LDAP file that we get in this location. I have just modified a couple of entries. So you can see it loads the configuration, it defines some global argument file and PID file. It loads the module file, it loads the modules, schemas, the front-end database, and this is our primary LMDP database, which holds our configuration data for the directory tree, that is stack.com, and I'm updated the location for the DB directory to point to this location wherein the data files will be stored, and this is the OLC access attributes of the directories that I'm using in order to protect some of the attributes within our LDAP entries. So this is very basic LDAP file that I am using, which we are going to load into our LDAP server. So let me close this file and clear my screen. So before loading the file, the thing that we can do is we can validate the configuration database file. Basically, we are going to utilize the slapadd utility in order to verify our LDAP file whether it is formatted properly or not. So basically, we are using the slapadd utility by passing these two options, that is -u and -c -u is basically to execute this command in dry run mode, and -c is basically to continue the execution basically in dry run mode, even though it hits any bad record while trying to configure the configuration database. And -f is the location where the configuration files are stored, configuration database files are stored, and -l is basically used to provide the LDAP file, the configuration database LDAP file as an input. So now let us run it in dry run mode and try to see. As you can see, it has executed in dry run mode, and it shows the output, basically what it adds into the configuration location. This is the configuration location, so it is going to add the following configuration files into that location. So our dry run is looking good. Let me run this without -u and -c. So I just forgot to mention about the -n. Basically, n option is basically used to mention the nth database, that is 0th database that we want to configure. Okay, so now let us run it in execution mode without -u and -c options, and this has added all this configurations LDAP files into the following location. So let me do a ls into this location, and you can see like the configuration LDAP files have been loaded into the following location using the slapadd utility in the offline mode. Now let me clear my screen and let us go into our documentation. Now let us go into our next step, that is step 2, adding the database entries using slapadd. So as I said, like we can use the slapadd utility to load our LDAP the directory tree data in the LDAP format in the offline mode. So for that, first what we are going to do is we are going to create this LDAP data directory structure file. Basically it stores the entries that we want to load into the LDAP directory tree. So here, like we have organization role. We are adding 2 entries under organization role, and we are creating an organization unit, that is DevOps, and we are adding 3 entries under that organization unit, that is Mark, Alice, and Bob. So this is very basic LDAP directory structure that we are going to create using this LDAP file. So before loading this LDAP file, we can use this same slapadd utility in order to verify or run it in dry run mode to verify the LDAP file. So we will execute the same command. Here the -n option is not there because we are not loading any configuration database, and we are just going to use this file wherein our LDAP directory entries are present in order to identify if there are any errors. Okay, so now let us run this one and see the output. So as you can see, like it is able to add the following entries into the LDAP directory structure. So the test looks good. Now we can run this execution in execution mode without the dry run options. So let me run it. So now it has added all these entries into our LDAP directory tree. So let me clear my screen. So we have added our directory data into the LDAP server using slapadd in offline mode. Now let us go into the next step, that is step 3, starting up the LDAP service. So here let us start up the LDAP service using the slapadd daemon and passing the configuration database file locations. Okay, so this is how like you can start up the slapadd daemon. So You can just check the process whether it is up and running. So it is good, it is up and running. Let me clear my screen. So now let us go into our next step, that is step 4, validating the LDAP service. So here, like, what we are going to do is we are going to do LDAP search using the bind dn, that is with the Bob entry, and we are going to search for an entry with a CN name, common name Alice. Okay, so now, like, we are going to enter the password for the Bob, as we are trying to bind with the entry Bob. As you can see, it is able to fetch the details for the CN is equal to Alice. But one thing to note over here, it is not able to fetch the password for CN is equal to Alice because that is protected attribute. So let's say if we are going to fetch the entry for Bob itself by binding with the same entry user, we will be able to retrieve the password. So the user password is protected as we have used the access directives in the configuration slapadd configuration that we have loaded initially. So this is all I wanted to show you in this video. Basically what we have done is we have used the slapadd utility which comes with slapadd daemon in order to configure our LDAP database and load the LDAP database with the directory structure that we want to use using the slapadd utility. So basically all these things we have done using the offline mode in the offline mode using the utilities that are provided by slapadd. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you all. Thanks for watching this video, and you guys have a great day.